Hi, this is Daniel Hanzelka, and welcome to Daily Reset video. Every morning, I have a ritual. I wake up and study the scripture and go through what I call a Bible stack, a process where I take a passage from scripture, break it down, and find ways to apply it to my life. This practice isn't just about reading, it's about living the word. It's about taking divine truth and turning it into action. And in these videos, I want to share with you that process. Because when you align with God's truth, we move differently. When we understand His principles, we multiply. And when we step into our divine authority, we break free from limitation. Have you ever felt stuck, unsure of what to do next, and afraid to move forward because you didn't have absolute clarity? You want to take action, but instead you hesitate, overthink, and wait for everything to make perfect sense before moving forward. Today, I want to introduce you to a life-changing principle from the scripture of Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. This verse teaches us that clarity comes from trusting God, not from having all of the answers beforehand. It reveals the key to breaking through hesitation and stepping boldly into the life God has prepared for us. So what does Proverbs 3, 5, 6 say? Well, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. This verse gives a simple yet powerful 4-step process. Trust, release, acknowledge, and move. Today I will break it down so that you can apply it immediately and start walking in divine clarity and bold execution. Why is this principle so important? Why does trusting God make difference in execution? Why does action create clarity? Well, it's because overthinking creates paralysis, but trusting God leads to progress. Because success is not about having all of the answers. It's about taking action in faith. Because clarity does not come from waiting, it comes from moving forward. And because if I try to figure it out on my own, I limit my success. If you're ready to stop hesitating, stop waiting, and start executing, let's break down this principle and see how you can apply it to your life today. So how do we apply Proverbs 3, 5, and 6? Well, number 1, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. The first step is to trust. This means releasing the need to have everything figured out before taking action. God already has my path set. I just need to follow it. Trust is the foundation of confidence and bold execution. Clarity does not come from waiting. It comes from walking in faith. How can you start applying this? You need to start declaring, I will surrender the need to have all of the answers before taking action. I will replace hesitation with faith. I will take the next step, knowing that clarity comes through movement. I trust in God completely. He has already prepared my path, and I step forward with faith and confidence. Number 2, lean not unto thine own understanding. This is where most people get stuck. We want full clarity. We want guarantees. We want to see the whole plan before we take the first step. But this verse tells us our own understanding is limited, but God's wisdom is unlimited. Trying to figure out everything before moving forward leads to stagnation. Faith-based action creates momentum. God has already given me enough wisdom to take the next step. I just need to trust it. Now, how can you apply this? Well, start by declaring, I will stop overanalyzing and start executing. I will trust that I have enough wisdom to take the next step. I will release the need to have all the answers and take action anyway. I release the need to have all of the answers. I trust in God's wisdom, and I take bold actions knowing He is leading me. Number 3, in all thy ways acknowledge Him. Acknowledging God means inviting Him into every decision I make. It means stopping before I act, praying and seeking His guidance before moving forward. When I put God first in my decisions, I align with divine clarity. Seeking God before action ensures that I'm on the right path. Acknowledgement means moving in faith, not second-guessing. How can you apply this? Well, start by declaring, I will seek God first in my business, my decisions, and my next step. I will pray and declare wisdom over every action I take. I will remind myself that God's plan is already in motion. I just need to follow it. I acknowledge God in every step I take. He is my guide, and my path is clear. Number 4, He shall direct thy paths. This is the promise. When I trust, release control, and acknowledge God, He ensures my success. My job is to take action, and His job is to guide my steps. Clarity comes in the doing, not just the planning. Every step I take in faith moves me closer to my purpose. God corrects my course if needed. I just have to start moving. How can you apply this? Well, start by declaring, I will take the next step boldly, even when I don't see the full picture. I will trust that every action I take is moving me forward. I will stop waiting for the perfect plan. God directs as I move. God is directing my path. Every step I take moves me closer to my purpose. I walk with confidence that clarity comes through action. Well, here is what I want you to do next. Write down one bold move you will make this day or this week. Whatever it's launching that new lead generation campaign, making a big financial decision, or taking your next step in your business. Do it. Then take a moment and declare this out loud. I trust, I release, I acknowledge, and I move. God is directing my steps, and I'm walking in divine clarity now. Listen, if this message spoke to you today, drop a comment below, I'm ready, or send me a message. If you want to learn more about prayer stacking or Reset Warrior, DM me or reach out. Let's have a conversation about how you can step into your full power and start moving in alignment with divine wisdom today. Let's build kingdom wealth together.